Last orders at the bar, please.
Welcome to Tavern Tales, a curated 5e Dungeons & Dragons adventure set in the tales of the Yawning Portal campaign module by Wizards of the Coast. Previously on Tavern Tales, we've managed to becalm the ghost of Arundil and extricate her from Melusine. With a pledge to deal with the problem, we move ever forward into the home of the Stonehammers proper.
Come sit down and drink with the enemy, raise a glass and toast to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So come sit down and laugh with the enemy, raise a glass and sing to the enemy, and I'm not gonna do this on my own. So I won't end up being alone, 'cause I won't drink my drink alone. So what about you? One beer or two, I'll drink to you.
You go to the room to the south. So just so you're aware, you've gone through the majority of the rooms. There's this description in this. The book has these room 44s, and room 44 is just a basic, lame, empty room. There's nothing here, no event here to make so that it's not every single room is an encounter, and there's places where you can rest. If you were fighting with the Durgars, you could, lock yourself away in one of these empty rooms, and it just says they're empty and devoid of stuff. I was like, well, that's kind of silly. Each room has a purpose, so I've been asking you to give me that purpose. This room that you're going to the south, though, has purpose. So we will now read as you open the door, and you hear a ghostly murmur behind you as you open the door, but this door opens and you can see that this room was once a library or a study. Bookshelves stand against the walls, piles of books rest on a reading table in the middle of the room. The air reeks of moldy paper. Doors exit to the north, east, and south. A beautiful, slender man with long black hair sits in a chair at a table, looking very, very sad. His clothing, though well worn, does little to detract from his appearance.
But he's see-through because he'd be a ghost?
He's not a ghost.
Oh.
I mean, I shouldn't have just immediately said that. He is not see-through.
Okay.
But he may very well still be a ghost, if that's what you assume that he is.
I assume ghosts are see-through, so...
Is he a dwarf?
No. Seems to be human.
What?
Indeed.
Hello.
Hello. Good evening. I assume it's evening. It's been so long since a dwarf came to visit. You're not grey.
No, we're mountain dwarves.
Have you entered the room or are you standing at the threshold?
I think we're standing right at the threshold.
Yeah.
Come in, please. There's no need to fear me. Just
Who are you?
I am Idalan.
You don't appear to be dwarfish.
No, I've been imprisoned here.
Yeah, prison around books. That sounds awful.
No, the books have been fine.
You must know so much.
I starve for conversation.
Why were you imprisoned here?
Idalan says, I was with a group of adventurers. They have come here to take their stuff, but they betrayed me and locked me in before they went down to the lower level. I have been stuck in this room for weeks without food or companionship.
Oh, and I just threw away a sack of rice.
You threw that away?
I had to see how far it went down. Right.
Fogger made the sack of rice.
It's very important.
I can tell you all about this location and place. I have much useful information if you'll just but free me.
Why did they leave you behind?
They're blackhearts and thieves.
Were they dwarves?
No, not at all.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Were they orc?
No. One was maybe a quarter, or he was just ugly. I don't know.
Are you going to make me keep guessing, or are you going to tell me what they were?
the rest of my party.
Yeah.
There was 5 of us in total. He weaves this great tale about the other 4 members of the party. A beautiful blonde woman and her brother, who is also human, and an elf and a gnome.
Is there something about the 5th level that they didn't want you to see? Or to
Oh,
have?
they just took the rest of the things that we had gathered up and found on this place and stole them.
Well, that's not very nice.
I'll say. You're a very sympathetic person.
Is Eidolon like shackled or chained
Yes,
anywhere?
chained about both legs.
I'm gonna pick those locks.
You're going to walk over there?
Yeah.
None of you have entered the room yet, from what I could tell.
Eldith sees Oscar about to step forward, and she kind of braces him, and she checks to see if he's using deception on them and weaving a tale that's not actually true,
Okay.
to see if he is actually...
Make an insight check.
22.
There is definitely something wrong about this story that Eidolon is telling.
So Eldith kind of looks back at her family, and she gives them their look of... They have this signal between them that they've kind of created throughout their adventure that she indicates to them that it seems off without giving any sort of indication to the person in the room.
Melusine ignores this signal and enters the room and says, I know exactly what it's like to be locked into a cage and have nobody to talk to that's willing to listen.
I was right there.
Yeah.
Literally way too close
I
to you.
could tell you so many stories.
So Eldith made the check and did give the communicative thing of like, don't go in there just yet. This person's lying to us. And you're choosing to ignore that? Or are you just going to shout from the doorway?
I'll shout from the doorway.
You don't have to relent. If you want to charge in there, that's
but
by all
I
means.
feel like Melusine is always looking for somebody who's willing to listen to her. And this is a situation by which somebody is actually being held captive and is potentially be starved for. So that's why that was my motivation in going in.
Yeah, no, you start to step in, and the figure that is trapped in this room, Eidolon says with this like relief on his face, "Oh, finally, someone who is willing to at least communicate with me, if not free me entirely."
Oh, I have so many stories to tell you, my friend.
I would love to hear them. Come away with me, and we will say many things to each other.
While this is happening,
Sure.
can I use my divine sense?
Yeah, of course. But what is everyone else doing? Because nobody else has really gotten an opportunity, especially. Because I know Oscar wanted to rush in and unchain this person.
Right.
And then he was like, okay. And what does Fogger want to do?
I don't know. Foggy doesn't seem that interested.
Okay, so Foggy's just hanging out.
Yeah.
Oscar's hanging out.
Yes.
So
Obviously,
giving you your moments. We'll go back to Eldith.
obviously close by, just in case something goes down.
Always, yes. And Fogger is bored and wandered away.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know. Eldith, you use your divine sense for the second time. You reach out. What are you asking for?
I just want to know if this person is actually a live person or whether they're a celestial, fiend.
They are not
or
a
undead.
celestial. They are not undead.
Are they a fiend?
Give me a moment.
That means
Check a second.
Not a human.
Or is this a consecrated or desecrated place?
Neither of those things.
Okay, but we're unsure about the fiend.
It's not a human. We know that much. Although our humans could be fiends.
Human.
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 Good old Ferengi. Human.
Human.
As assuredly a fiend.
So, but that would be poor taste.
Is it okay if I'm in the room now?
Don't look at me. I'm leaving that
Okay.
in Eldith's
Yeah.
hands.
I'm going to make a move to go forward.
So Eldith has, I think, a bit of an internal an internal battle.
She's not in tortoise.
Eldith has a bit of
No, you won't be able to say it.
Eldith has an internal battle within herself because she likes to take the path of peace and reason with anyone that she can, but in recognizing that this is a fiend, that may not be a path, and she wants to ensure the protection of her family. Therefore, I think she tries to engage and sneak attack. Well, not sneak attack because she can't, because she's a paladin and like super crazy metal, but
You definitely want to attack. Like,
Yeah.
boom, you're going to rush in and start swinging.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Few things happen. You got to get past... The two of you are kind of in the doorway, Melusine and Eldith. your actions are both oppositional to each other, so we'll have to navigate that.
We run into the door and we like stop and we're like, hey.
Again, that's 80s cartoon, and I was hoping for more fantasy
We're dwarves,
heroic.
we're wide.
Yeah,
Three
exactly.
Stooges style. It's great. Spread out.
Foggy, you're bored, your
Yeah.
eyes are wandering around, you're looking at books. You see...
I'm not looking at books.
No, because there's nothing else to look at in the room except
Okay.
for books. And it's the only lighted area
Okay.
other than your own torches and whatnot. And you can see embossed on a whole row of books, a whole shelf of books, say the Journals of Garen.
Campy.
She turns into like a 12-year-old boy.
So, because there are 3 Stooges, of course.
Nyak, nyak, nyak. I call
And-
Curly.
I guess I'm Mo.
I mean,
Sorry, I'm always Curly.
you only had so much time, right?
You got to do that again into the microphone.
I can't
Yes, you got it. You got to do it again.
You need the visual aspect of it.
I know, but like they can hear it.
What I think is we don't need any of it. I'm like, you're 3 Stooges. So, of course, 3 Stooges, you can't have 2 walk into a doorway at the exact same time. So we need to have 3 walk into the doorway at the exact same time. And yes, you can specifically call a stooge of your own if you would like, but that's not really the moment of the scene. The 3 of you walk into the door at the exact same time. One disinterested in Eidolon, one very interested in Eidolon positively, and one gonna beat the out of Eidolon. Okay, so let's roll initiative.
Sweet.
Oh, man. Yeah.
Why I oughta?
Totes me.
Can I use a white gem to change my roll?
Eldith.
6.
18.
6. Because we got stuck in the door together.
Why I oughta.
15.
Yeah, that's fair. So she prevailed.
She's Mo, so
And
she's
thus she prevailed.
Thus she persisted.
I'm really liking he's a fiend, though, because my shit works against those two.
oh, good. Everything's coming up, Paladin.
Everything's
This is a
coming up.
pally world.
Millhouse.
Okay, Melusine, you're the first to act. What would you like to do? Now, I will be fair and clear.
Yeah.
Eldeth gave the look to Oscar. Oscar knows what's going on. Foggy was busy spelling Ghar. So
There's an
Foggy,
H?
yes. Damn it. Foggy was busy figuring out for the first time how to spell her grandfather's name. Yeah. Your character was invested in going in and being nice and chatty and commiserating with this individual, but initiative was rolled and you are not caught by surprise. You see Eidolon's expression because Eldith's expression is, I'm a fuck shit up. Eidolon's expression matches, and any camaraderie and close togetherness that you may have felt or thought you had with this figure is ameliorated in a hot minute because the look that Eidolon gives Eldeth is one of like, I will swallow your soul. What would you
Swallow
like?
your soul. I'm going to whip out the old mandolin and say, let me play you a little tune.
Whip it out.
Spring, which is the base spell that the mandolin casts.
Yes, what's
which
the song that you have to play to cast one of the basic spells?
hadn't even thought of it. It's basically, it just does the psychic damage. So it's, this is the worst song that causes the most psychic damage. And it is,
Can I offer you something?
yeah, sure.
Baby shark.
Oh my gosh.
That's so much psychic damage.
Baby dwarf dude.
Baby.
It's now-
a fiend, do 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 do. Kill a fiend, do 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 do. Kill a fiend, do 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 do. Kill a fiend.
Yes.
He is chained, do 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 do. Yeah,
He
okay.
is chained.
All right. Yes.
Yes.
And what is the spell you're casting?
It's the base mandolin spell, which says that it's a DC 15 wisdom saving throw, or they take 2d4 in psychic damage. And then my mandolin is all primed and ready to go.
I love that that's your weapon. That makes me really happy.
Do, 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 do.
And what's the spell? It doesn't. There's no spell.
It just says by playing without attuned, it just does.
No. That is if you were to play that and it wasn't, and you weren't attuned, it would eviscerate your mind.
Oh, yeah. If it's out of tune, it might do psychic damage to you.
I read it wrong. I'm
Aw.
sorry.
That's okay. So, what would you like to do with your turn, Melusine?
I can still do Thunderwave on him,
Thunderwave.
which is actually like thunder, like the song. So it's
Thunder.
da 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 da. Thunder.
Thunderstruck.
Excellent. Well done.
I need to look up the spell.
Thunder, thunder, thunder wave.
Thunder, thunder, thunder wave.
Each creature in a 15-foot cube originating upon you
But
is
I can
struck.
point it that way.
Okay, that is not typically how that spell is worded or runs, but you cast Thunderwave upon the creature. The blast originates from you in a cube. But, I mean, really, when you go to an instrument, shockwaves come out.
Then I'll
all around.
I'll jump into the room to him and do it.
All right. Powers.
Yes, I slide in. I knee slide in.
Okay.
That's what
you
a
just
that's
get
a
out
power
of the
slide.
range of your siblings. Fuck, that is so good. You may have a blue gem.
That's awesome.
Give her that blue gem right there.
Good job. Power slides are always the way to go.
They have failed the save.
Yay.
What's your damage?
It's 9, and he is pushed 10 feet.
Thrown backwards 10 feet, chains hauling on their feet, on his legs. It is now Oscar's turn.
How far away is he from me?
He is 30 feet away from you.
Can I move and throw an item that I have?
Of course.
I'm going to do that. I'm going to move up 10 feet and throw one of my 2 doses of Alchemist's Fire at him.
Oh my god. Okay. Whew.
And I have it pulled up here as well.
You're going to burn the library down.
I can burn it to the ground.
Also, I don't know if you know anything about fiends, but oftentimes they're from hell, and hell is pretty cold, or...
It's called chili.
Yeah, so this should do extra damage to it, right?
Yeah, because
Yeah, totes.
it's just going to absorb all the fire and burn more.
Aaron started the fire.
I could use it to burn down the library.
Yeah.
You definitely burned the library down. All those Garen Orc Doom books
The journals.
gone forever.
It'll take me so long to read them.
Fine.
You have to absorb the dust from the pages.
Normally, I'm all for burning down libraries, but not in this case.
What would you like to do, Aaron?
I guess I won't move 10 feet and throw this thing. I'm just going to go up and just attack him with my magical rapier and short sword.
Exactly. Now, he's 30 feet away. What's the distance you can go?
I can do 25 on a regular move and then 50 feet with an action.
Right? With your bonus action, you can use so that you still have an action left to go that extra distance. So you use your regular action to move the 25 you need to get into the room. You use that extra 5 that you have for the dash with your bonus action. Now you cannot strike with your short sword. You can only strike with your rapier. Go for it.
Okay. I'm going to spend a blue gem.
Okay.
And this is with my rapier, right?
Yes.
24 to hit.
That hits. Roll your sneak attack damage, your D8 plus your 4d6, or is it 3d6?
2d6 for sneak attack damage is what I have here. 12 damage.
Your magical rapier cuts him bruisingly, and he goes, "Oh, that's magic!"
Ooh, it's magic.
How long's that protection last for?
I am so possessed right now.
It's okay. I was going to do the exact same thing. So, or not the exact, but go stabby, stabby. So, oh, wait.
Oh, screw it. No. He looks at Eldeth, and he's going to charm Eldeth.
Good luck.
Yeah. Make a wisdom saving throw. And he's like, "You need to be on my side, 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 on my side."
Oh, no.
That one?
I got a 1.
No!
You are charmed by the fiend.
Oh boy.
That's not good.
And you will obey the fiend's verbal and telepathic commands. However, if you suffer any harm or receive a suicidal command, you get to repeat the saving throw. That's the only time you get to do that, which will end if you have a success. Then it'll end the effect. If the target successfully saves against the effect, or if the effect on it ends, the target is immune to the charm for the next 24 hours. And the fiend, you know this, Eldeth, can only charm one of you at a time.
I should have protected myself. Oh, wait, I couldn't. I didn't have a turn. I rolled 6.
That's
I
okay.
was so ready to divine smite this thing's ass.
Because it's
I was
your
like,
turn
you're the-
now.
You'd be the best person to fight this.
I would have done so much damage.
I know.
It's your turn now, Eldeth, and the fiend commands you to kill Fogram.
Can I try to fight it internally?
You are charmed, and you will do everything you can in your power to help. Beat the shit out of Fogram, please.
Eldith takes her great club with her melee attack and expends 1 spell slot to use Divine Smite.
Excellent. Now, you don't have to expend this spell slot yet until you hit. So roll to hit.
Macy's 15.
Oh, yeah. That's totally enough to smash the shit out of Fogram.
Oh, yeah, 18. Oh, no.
using the party to kill itself.
But luckily, not undead or fiend.
Right.
So you don't get additional damage.
Exactly.
Thanks.
So great.
I still need 6d8, though.
6d8.
Let me help you kill me.
6d8?
Yeah, because my great club is 1d8.
Yeah.
And then the smite is 5d8.
Do you need another D8?
That seems like a lot of
I think that it's
damage.
per spell slot that
wait.
you're expending.
Oh, to a maximum of 5d8. You're good.
I think it's 2d8.
The less is better.
For first spell, yeah,
Where's
2d8,
the friend?
3d8 because of my...
Roll it up. And you will add your strength bonus to this attack as well.
I was like, Eldest about to lay some serious damage.
Do I have to keep my divine smite and my melee separate, or can I just roll them all together?
No, it'll be all together.
14.
All right. That's awesome.
Are you hoping I die? Like,
Okay. Fogrum, it's your turn.
what the fuck am I supposed to do with that?
Can I reaction myself?
You will in a moment.
Come on.
Oh no.
Foggy can recognize that this is obviously out of character of Eldeth and knows that
Yes.
it's originally coming from this fiend.
Yes. Well, maybe. I mean, you're gonna run over and smack the fiend.
I think so.
All right.
I'm not
do
gonna
it.
smack him. I'm gonna do more than smack him.
I think you're just gonna smack the fiend. Do it.
Bring it.
All right.
Freaking on.
All right.
Am I going to use
Now
what
the
I think?
fiend is 30 feet away.
I have things.
All because Melusine threw the fiend back further.
Yeah. There's some things I don't want to use because I think he might have an advantage.
The fiend is close enough. He moved forward.
Okay.
Yeah, to possess Eldeth or to charm Eldeth, he had to move forward, so he's only 25 feet away. You can close.
Okay. I'm raging.
Sure.
As I should.
Yep.
It fucking hurt me a
Oh,
lot.
no, absolutely, yes. By all means, do it up.
So I am raging and I'm going to use my Great War Pick and attack this mofo.
All right. As you charge into the room and you go and you attack the fiend, go for it.
22.
That is enough to hit this fiend. However, Eldeth,
Well, my other reactions used.
what?
My fighting style was used.
You haven't used your reaction
Is it once every round?
every round.
Why you keep trying to get her hurt?
Because I was thinking rebuke the violence.
Yeah, you'll definitely do that.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because I'm supposed to be helping him. So
I
that's
know,
gonna be
yeah.
the-
Why are you being so good
Fogrum
at
is
it?
being very violent to your friend.
Yeah.
He needs to stop that. This is inappropriate.
But rebuke the violent only happens once damage has been.
Exactly. But the hits definitely happened. So roll up that damage.
And this one is only 1 till a long rest, so it can't be.
I
two.
know.
It's only 11.
11 damage. And you have been rebuked. And I think you then take 11 damage back.
Can we
Immediately
has
after
it?
an attacker within 30 feet of you deals damage with an attack against a creature other than you, you can use your reaction to force the attacker to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh, okay.
On a failed save, the attacker takes radiant damage equal to the damage it dealt. On successful, it takes half the damage.
All right, there you go. Roll your die and we'll see what happens.
Nope.
All right, you've failed. You take 11 radiant damage.
Oh, I didn't use my blue. You reminded me and I still didn't use it. Sorry.
Yes. How many hit points do you have left?
Some. I have minus 25, so 9 points.
9 hit points left.
I have 9 left.
All right, excellent. Good to know. I've almost
Oh,
taken-
wait, I'm raging, so I take half of the 11.
No, you take 11 because it's magic damage.
Fuck magic.
I know. I can do this all night long.
Why? We like Foggy. I don't
Yes.
want to make a new character.
No, no, it's too bad. All right. That was that turn. Melusine, we're back to the top and it's your turn. Melusine, having been recently possessed.
Yeah, I can tell she's like under some sort of thing.
Oh,
so-
especially when she rebukes her friend and what do you say, Eldeth, when you do that? What's your
Yeah.
reaction? What do you say?
Is it magic?
No, what is...
Because it's like charm.
What do you
right?
say about to Fogrum when you use your reaction to rebuke the violent?
Ilmater, cleanse this fiend.
That's awesome. Yeah. You're the fiend now,
I know.
Foggy.
Do I think that a spell has been cast on Eldith, or is it like
Some sort of magical effect.
Can I dispel magic?
No, you would not be able to dispel it because it's not a spell.
Oh, okay. I can cast protection and
Awesome. Yes. That would give Eldith advantage on Eldith's next saving throw. But the only way Eldith gets to make a saving throw at all is...
We hurt her.
Exactly.
But do I know that?
Make a Arcana check.
13.
That's enough. You know that in the course of helping this fiend, that if Eldith takes damage, Eldith gets to save again or
All right.
make a saving throw.
I'm gonna cast protection of good and evil on Eldeth.
Okay. Is that a lute spell? A mandolin spell?
It's my lute spell.
Is it a lute or a mandolin?
Or mandolin.
Yes. Okay. It's your interchangeable. Kyle, they're almost exactly the same in look. You have to then strum the instrument and sing the song. What is it?
She's going to say, "This little light of mine, I'm going to let her shine. Whoa, this little light of mine.
Cool. Yeah, the spell is cast.
I'm going to let her
And
shine."
you are
Beautiful.
infused with goodness, but that's the extent. Is there anything else you can do with your turn?
And it's a concentration.
What is?
I'm going to, give
She has to
Bardic,
keep playing the song then.
Bardic inspiration to, who's next after me?
The next person after you will be your good friend Oscar.
All right, I'm going to say, "Oscar, she needs to have a good smack to the head." And then,
Oscar's like, "I'm busy doing the shit."
no, I know, but we need our paladin back.
It's true. We
All
can't
right.
really, yeah.
Oscar, what you gonna do?
Throw a blunt, like the non-business end of a dagger into her head. That's enough.
Okay.
Sweep the legs.
Sweep the line. How far is Eldeth from me?
Oh, right close to you. I mean, at the door, you could get to Eldeth pretty easily.
Because I have to just to hurt Eldeth. I'm going to go for a punch on Eldeth.
Reaction.
You've already used it this round.
The fighting style?
You've already used your reaction against Fogger
Oh, you can only use one reaction. Okay,
Yeah.
I get it.
Yeah. Stop trying to hurt us.
in a round, and then at the start of your next turn, your reaction comes back to you. What are you gonna do?
I'm just going to try and punch Eldeth.
Okay,
As-
roll.
Oh, God. I don't like where this is going.
You're going to have to do some damage.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
Use
use that
Bardic
one.
Inspiration. I don't know what I would add.
Do you have
to
a
it, though.
blue that you could use?
I have many a blue. And we'll just straight strength, because it's
Yeah,
an unarmed strike. 12.
And what is it against?
your armor class.
Oh, 20.
Freaking
Because
male.
your plate and shield.
Well, and that's
why I
not
said-
even with
That's
my
why I said a
shield.
blue.
I used my two-handed, so my shield is...
I mean, even if you'd used a blue
No, that's...
Yeah.
punching. Okay, all right.
Can I use a bonus action? Go and attack the fiend?
Yeah, you don't have enough movement left to get back to the fiend.
Right. Okay.
So yeah, I mean, no, nothing else you can do this time. You tried and you failed.
'Kay.
It is now the fiend's turn, and the fiend goes to Eldeth, and they share a passionate and lengthy embrace. There is.
I thought he was still
forked-
enchained.
Doesn't seem to have been
Probably
truly
a trick.
chained. Yeah. Goes to climbs up, rushes to Eldeth. They lock arms and kiss passionately. Eldeth, you take 32 psychic damage if you fail this save. So make a Constitution saving throw. You need a 15.
I don't have any blue gem.
I believe in you.
So that would just be plus my constitution?
Yes,
12.
that is not enough. You lose 32 hit points. Now, when I say you lose 32 hit points, those hit points are gone. Your maximum hit point total is reduced by 32 until you finish a long rest.
Oh my
You
God.
only have that many. So even if anybody heals you or whatnot at this point, or you cast Lay on Hands, you cannot regain it because your very essence is swallowed by the succubus and absorbed into him. Now, you failed. You took damage, right?
Oh, yeah.
Roll your save.
Quick question. So because it goes down to 10, does that mean this technically goes down to 9 because I lose that hit point?
You were at how many? What was your total hit point total?
42.
Or was it 41?
Well,
Is it 41 because of the Eye of Grumsh?
yes.
Yeah. It's currently 41. So you lose 32 from that. You go to 9.
Okay.
And don't you just make a note off to the side. As soon as you get back from a long rest, you'll be fine. It's just right now you're really tender.
Okay.
But you get advantage on your saving throw against the asshole that just kissed you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you have advantage on that saving throw because Melusine is all playing her lute, telling you how much you shine.
Right.
Yeah. Consent is important, guys.
That's right.
Seriously.
Oh,
20.
Eldeth, you regain your senses. It's your turn. You are locked in the heated, passionate embrace. And it is passionate. It is so much more passionate than Joe. This guy knows how to kiss. You think that his tongue is down your esophagus.
Ugh.
I'm going to divine smite his ass so hard.
Of course you are. You step back and what?
Step back and I grab my great club, my
Yes.
two-handed one, and I take it and raise it above myself, and I bring it down on top of his head.
All right, roll your attack. That was really pretty color. I'll give you a blue.
Can I give it back to you to use advantage?
Yes.
Yeah.
On fat 20.
17.
That is enough to hit this creature. It is a fiend.
Use lots of the things.
Just
4d8.
take this and just dump it.
Well, she needs
That
an 8.
much.
So
She
you
said.
get to do your D8 for the club. You get to the 2D8 for the thing, and then you get an additional D8 because it's a fiend.
Yeah.
All right. Now, you don't have level 2 spell slots, right?
No.
Okay.
Or else I would get another one.
Yes.
13.
Plus your strength.
Oh, 17.
Ooh. Your strength is 5?
4.
Math. I'm not a teacher or anything.
Quick,
You do not
quick
kill
maths.
the fiend, but he's just crushed. He's like, but we shared a connection. Anyway, it doesn't matter. It's Fogram's turn.
Great war pick to his face.
Okay.
14? No, I didn't think so.
You miss. You miss his face and almost hit Eldith in the face.
Do I not get a bonus attack if I miss the first one? When I'm frenzied?
You just get 2 attacks.
Okay, can
when
I
you
try
use your bonus
again?
action. Of course. You
Yeah.
try again. You get your second attack.
Round 2.
All right.
Finish him. Nope.
Even worse. You're just totally off kilter
I'm really tired because
after Eldith beating the shit out of you.
Oh,
And that was the end of the round, and we return again to Melusine.
Cool. I'm going to cast Dissonant Whispers upon the fiend, who is probably an incubus, and thus I'm going to say that he is, you're impotent. That's why she didn't like your kiss.
It's a saving throw. Wisdom?
Yeah.
19.
I believe that makes it, but I'm going to check if it does anything. Failed save, he still takes half.
All right, roll it up.
My kingdom for any d6.
ooh.
Half of this, 14, so 7 damage.
All right, Melusine, your turn is over. It is Oscar's turn.
All right, time to go for the 1-2 punch on
All
this
right.
guy.
Yeah, you have advantage because you're next to a person.
Oh, sorry. Can I give him Bardic Inspiration?
Sure.
You got him.
Oh, I got that.
Go get him, Tiger.
I got this all right.
You hit, assuredly, and because you have advantage normally acquired, you get to critically hit.
Throw all my dice in the air.
Dead.
Oh, wait, why did I give you advantage on the attack?
It's because he's next
Because
to...
you're nice.
That just means he can sneak attack. It doesn't mean he
right.
gets advantage.
It's true.
All right, you just
I mean,
hit.
I can
roll
use...
you just hit. You're with your regular sneak attack and roll your damage.
Okay, I'll
It's
do
not going to matter.
Oh, it's not going to matter?
No.
He did.
Okay. 11 damage.
You did one more than needed to kill the creature.
Woohoo!
You have killed Idalon.
He sure was
He
an idiot
slumps
alone.
into Eldith's arms and says, "It was awfully fun. See you around, kid." He winks and vanishes in a puff of smoke, returning from whence he came. Yes.
But right before he vanishes,
Okay.
Eldith spits on his face to show her dislike and to ensure that
And
that's
just
his
to get
last
some
moment.
of his saliva back out of her throat.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
It's a really chunky loogie.
Yeah.
And with that horrible imagery, that's where we'll end today's session.
Amen.
Raise a glass and drink with the enemy. Raise a glass and sing with the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own. And raise a glass and toast to the enemy. Raise a glass and sing to the enemy. And I'm not gonna do this on my own.
This concludes this episode of Tavern Tales, a curated Dungeons & Dragons 5e game set in the Tales of the Yawning Portal adventure module by Wizards of the Coast. Our intro and outro music is the song Tavern Tales by the Bad Billy Band. You can find out more about the Bad Billy Band on iTunes or at www.badbillyband.com or follow them on Twitter at badbillyband. Thanks for listening. Please feel free to leave us a review on iTunes or find us on Twitter at tavern_tales. We'll be back next week with more of the adventure.